Popular Uprising in the Philippines during 1840 to 1940. This book was written by David R. Sturtevant. Before I continue the topic, I will give first a short biography of David Sturtevant. David Sturtevant, or David Sturtevant brother, is a chairman of U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission from 1907 to 1989, and later practiced with the Chicago-based law firm Baker and McKinsey. He was born on May 25, 1929 and died at the age of 90. David Sturtevant chose 1840 to 1940 as a time setting for his presentation. This period was chosen for a reason that the source of information on the uprising are readily available. The book begins with the sources of stress that contains, among other delights, the best concise explanation anywhere of the social structure of rural society in the modern Philippines. This is followed by the marvelous insightful statement of paradoxical nature of American colonialism, which by its emphasis on what Sturtevant rightly terms political fundamentalism, at the expense of any recognition of the harsh economic disparities of the Philippines life, ultimately compound the terrible disparity between rich and poor. Philippine history has among its notable features a frequency of popular uprisings against Spanish colonial government in the Philippines. The great majority of this uprising arose from popular discontent with the imposition of tribute and the personal service. However, occasion with the people rose in the revolt due to other causes, among them religious fanaticism, iniquities of the tenancy system. It is with uprising arising from the iniquities of the tenancy system that Sturtevant deals in the book under review. During the Spanish colonization of the Philippines, several revolts against Spain were undertaken for various reasons. However, it can be agreed upon that the common cause of these revolts were the generally perceived policies of the Spanish colonial government against the native Filipinos. Most of these revolts failed because the majority of the local population sided up with the well-armed colonial government, and to fight with the Spanish as foot soldier to put down the revolts. One of the revolts is Paul Revolt, one of the most famous religious revolts. Paul Revolt, more formally known as the Religious Revolt of Hermano Paul, undertaken between June 1840 and November 1841. This revolt was led by Apolinario de la Cruz, otherwise known as Hermano Paul. De la Cruz started his own religious order, the Confraternity of St. Joseph in Lucban, located in the present day of province of Quezon, in June of 1840. According to David R. Sturtevant, the causes from which this uprising arose were inequitable income distribution. Income inequality in the Philippines is the extent to which income, most commonly measured by household or individual, is distributed in an even manner in the Philippines. A main cause of income inequality in the Philippines it is a political culture. It is a poll system which is based on relationship between leaders of political parties to other politicians and local elites. A poll system, which means is a practice in which a political party, after winning an election, gives government jobs to its supporters, friends, and relatives as a reward for working toward victory. Next is a debt bondage and usurious interest charges. Debt bondage, are also known as a debt slavery. Slavery was widespread in the Philippines Islands before the archipelago was integrated into the Spanish Empire. It was also common during Spanish rule. Continued prevalence of the inequalities of the tenancy system, which left the people in the state of poverty and debt bondage to their landlord. In the history of the Philippines, the continued spread of the inequalities of the tenancy system has not stopped, leaving Filipinos in a state of poverty and debt slavery. Monopolization of political power by a small segment of society, a situation in which the government owns the control of particular industry.